Welcome to the next segment of the Dean's Circle video series. Today we're going to be talking about our Asian Field Studies program. This was started in 1984 under the leadership of Professor K.K. Seo, who is a legend in leading this incredible experience for our students. The last 10 years, Jack Siderhout has been doing this, and the students again have loved this experience, and as always, in the last 35 years, this has been viewed as a once-in-a-lifetime experience for our students. We're very fortunate to have Ben Bystrom taking over starting this summer, and I'm sure he will have continued success. Programs like this depend on private support, and private support through the Dean's Circle is a very important source of funding for the college. So thank you for your continued support.
The only way to really learn about business, the culture of the Asia region, you gotta be there. You gotta sniff it. You gotta taste it. You have to feel it.
3 weeks.
4 to 5 countries.
It's one of the best experiences here at Shidler.
The program was kind of the byproduct of my extensive traveling to Asia in early part of the 1980s. I had a productivity study in Korea, Japan, the Philippines, and Singapore, and Indonesia, which is supported by the Department of the Commerce, U.S. government. I wanted to give my background, my learning to my students. So 1983, I proposed the 6th credit, the Asian Field Study course. I knew some of the businessmen, and also I had some of the students graduate from our school, and those are my contacts.
K.K. Seo, he did a great job in setting the foundation for the course.
One of the legacies he left us is sort of this expectation that this is going to be a meaningful learning experience, a very meaningful learning experience for the students.
We're positioned in the middle of the Pacific here, and Asia Pacific is an area of expertise for us, and I think it should be an area that we focus on for students.
And in most typical years, we get 20-somewhat students. About half are EMBAs, and the other half are a mix of our full-time MBAs, our part-time MBAs, MAC students, and BBA, undergraduate students.
The Asian Field Study, I think, is probably the capstone course or program for any graduate student of business wanting to understand the global economy.
It's an opportunity for you to basically visit other countries and see how they operate, in the business environment.
It's where the rubber hits the road.
It's typically a 3-week trip to 4 to 5 countries. We like to show the diversity of countries in the Asia region. So we usually start with a very highly developed country and work our way to a developing country. We usually go to either Tokyo or Seoul. Our second stop is somewhere in China. Our final stop is in Vietnam due to our executive MBA programs we have there. So we rotate between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City.
We visit finance companies, manufacturing companies, small companies, big companies.
Every year we try to change it up and try to be reflective of what the current trends are in the region.
Less classroom, textbook kind of oriented, and more get out in the field, see these companies and learn from them.
I chose to go on the Asian field study because I had never been out of the country before. I thought it'd be the best way to visit 4 different countries while learning, visiting different businesses, and taking on the cultural experience of each city.
I could easily set up a trip for a vacation to those areas, but there's no way I would get that access that I had, and that was a tribute to the school's connections and relationships they had. So that's why I signed up.
I was thinking about my top 3 experiences. All 3 of them are associated with food.
In Ho Chi Minh City, I really enjoyed going on the Mekong River Delta tour. We were able to go on a houseboat and see Vietnamese people raising fish. We got to hold a snake and try really yummy food.
So there are many, many fond memories, but I think, if anything, it was the bonding that took place between myself and my classmates and our professors.
You develop some really long-lasting relationships that still to today, they're not only great business relationships for me, but they're great personal relationships for me, and they've become good friends.
The shifts that I'd like to see over the next 2 to 3 years is to get our executive MBAs involved in consulting projects with the companies that we're visiting.
I'd like to see some kind of funding from alumni so that more students go.
I mean, it is a major investment. I think it's $5,000 now for a 3-week trip.
Last year, we were very fortunate through the hard work of our foundation office to get roughly about 10 scholarships from the Freeman Foundation, and that fully covers their program expenses. That's basically all of the travel expenses. In addition, for many years, we had the kind support of the Siddiquis, Ralph Inoue Foundation, and the David Peach, where his son Michael was one of our past Asia Field Study participants.
Our students tell us sometimes after the trip this was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and we always tell them, don't make it a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Make it part of your life.
I think the Asia Field Study just opens your eyes to worldly events and the environments that surround us.
The program does expand their perspective of business, and hopefully opportunities will open up for them in the future.
I'm now more aware that there's a lot of job opportunities in Asia, and I'm willing to apply for them and even work there if they would want me.
It's a must. If you don't go on the Asian field study, I think you're going to really miss out.